What is Summarize Group Discussion in PTE Academic Exam? So definitely, Summarize Group Discussion is the part of the PTE Speaking Test, but it is affecting your listening skill. To improve the PTE listening score with the help of Summarize Group Discussion, you have to focus on these four criteria. Number one, response should be clear, accurate, and demonstrates all comprehension of the discussion by paragraphing the main ideas in own words. Means so comprehension of the discussion by speaker paraphrasing of a speaker in own words and expanding on details of each speaker's contribution with specificity so that you can communicate the idea what the one speaker said about a particular topic to other. And second, response explores relationship between different points of view and different perspectives effectively. Third, a variety of expressions and vocabulary should be used appropriately and with ease and precision throughout the response. And the last one, the idea in the response should be well connected and organized in a logical sequence using connective devices effectively and consistently. The response flow should be well and easy to understand. So जो लोग इंग्लिश में नहीं समझ पाए हैं उनके लिए मैं एक बार हिंदी में भी बोल दे रहा हूं कि जो भी आप बोल रहे हैं प्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं स्पीकिंग में टेम्पलेट से काम नहीं चलेगा. ये जो चेंजेस किए हैं पियर्सन ने इसीलिए किए हैं कि वो रिकॉग्नाइज कर सके कौन टेम्पलेट या मेमोराइज्ड स्टेटमेंट यूज कर रहा है. सो आपका जो भी रिस्पॉन्स होना चाहिए वो क्लियर होना चाहिए. जो भी स्पीकर ने कॉन्सेप्ट कन्वे करा है उसका कंप्रहेंशन यानी बेसिक आइडिया स्पीकर वाइज दे और उसे पैराफ्रेजिंग करे अपने वर्ड्स में. जरूरी नहीं है उसी के वर्ड्स में आप बोले, अपने तरीके से बोलिए. ये प्रूफ करिए कि आपको समझ में आया और उसे आप मैसेज को वन स्पीकर ने किसी भी टॉपिक के बारे में जो कहा है अदर से उसे आप अपने वर्ड्स में कम्युनिकेट करें अदर पर्सन को. जो भी आप रिस्पॉन्स दें उनके बीच में रिलेशनशिप होनी चाहिए. ठीक है कि फर्स्ट ने कि ये कहा कौन कौन से आइडियाज दिए, फिर सेकंड ने कौन कौन से दिए, कैसा रिलेशन था उनके बीच में, वो कॉन्ट्राडिक्टी कर रहा था या वो सजेशन दे रहे थे या वो एक्सप्लेनेशन दे रहे थे या आर्गुमेंट कर रहे थे. कुछ इस टाइप की वोकैबुलरीज आपको यूज करनी चाहिए. जो भी आप प्रेजेंटेशन दे रहे हैं वो प्रॉपरली ऑर्गेनाइज्ड होनी चाहिए, एक लॉजिकल सीक्वेंस में होनी चाहिए. या तो स्पीकर वाइज दे दीजिए, ठीक है, या कॉन्सेप्ट वाइज जिसे मैं पैराग्राफिंग या पैराफ्रेजिंग कह रहे हैं उसके बारे वाइज ले लीजिए. डिटेल में मैं आपको अपनी क्लासेस में समझाई दूंगा. तो अब आप क्या करें नाउ, व्हाट शुड डू. नाउ आई एम प्रेजेंटिंग अ लेक्चर टू यू फॉलोड बाय द सैंपल आंसर. बट उसके पहले सैंपल आंसर देने के पहले आई विल प्रेजेंट you a presentation time. Means I will give you 2 minute time for the presentation, for the speaking. तो हम लोग क्या करेंगे. So first listen the audio, आराम से नोट्स लीजिए. नोट्स में कौन कौन से पॉइंट्स होने चाहिए कौन से नहीं होने चाहिए दैट आई विल डिस्कस लेटर. अब जब आपके लेक्चर आपने सुन लिया, अब एक काम और करिए कि अपने आंसर्स को, मैं आपको 2 मिनट का टाइम दूंगा, उसमें अपने आंसर्स को रिकॉर्ड करिए और मुझे भेजिए. जब आपका ये आंसर आ जाएगा इसके साथ ही मैं आपको सैंपल आंसर भी प्रेजेंट करूंगा. एंड आफ्टर दैट आई विल गिव यू द असेसमेंट आल्सो फॉर द रिकॉर्डेड सैंपल आंसर्स. एंड इफ यू आर शेयरिंग योर आंसर विद मी, सो आई विल डू द असेसमेंट ऑफ दोज आल्सो. नाउ आर यू रेडी फॉर द प्रिपरेशन? Are you ready to do the summarize group discussion with me? Let us start. But before that, I request you, do not follow to subscribe my YouTube channel and like this video. Please click on the like button and Please subscribe this YouTube channel, click on the bell icon, start listening.
3 students are discussing their professors.
Hey, have you guys noticed how different professors have such varied teaching styles? It's like each one has their own approach to delivering the information.
Yeah, it's interesting how the way they teach can really affect how we understand and engage with the content. I mean, Professor Smith's lectures are so structured. Every class follows the same pattern with clear outlines, and he goes step by step through the material. It's great for keeping track, but sometimes it feels a bit too rigid.
I get what you mean. On the other hand, Professor Lopez is all about interactive learning. She encourages discussions and group activities. It's refreshing, but I sometimes find it hard to cover the material thoroughly in class.
For sure. And then there's Professor Wu. I can barely predict what's going to happen in her class. One day, she's giving a passionate lecture. The next, she's showing a documentary. And then suddenly we're having a debate. It keeps things exciting, but I sometimes feel a bit lost. But you know who I really appreciate? Professor Marino. He uses real-world examples to explain complex theories, and his enthusiasm is infectious. It's like he's on a mission to make sure we grasp the practical applications of what we're learning.
I agree. And remember Professor Patel's class last semester? She had this flipped classroom approach where we learnt the concepts on our own before coming to class, and then she focused on solving problems and answering questions during class time. It was effective, but it required a lot of pre-class preparation.
Oh, I remember that. It was challenging at first, but I ended up learning a lot. But let's talk about Professor Taha. She's all about technology. From online quizzes to virtual labs, she's constantly integrating digital tools into her teaching. It's innovative, but sometimes I miss the human connection.
That's true. It's a balancing act, isn't it? I think a mix of teaching styles can actually be beneficial. Some concepts are best explained with interactive discussions, while others require a more straightforward approach. It's about finding what works for each subject and adapting to the needs of the students. And as students, we also play a role in how we respond to these teaching styles. Some of us thrive in a structured environment, while others excel when given the freedom to explore and discuss.
And you know, these diverse teaching methods also prepare us for the real world. In our careers, we'll encounter different communication styles and learning approaches, so being adaptable is a valuable skill. It's all part of the learning experience. We're not just absorbing content, we're also learning how to learn effectively in various scenarios. Despite the challenges, we're actually gaining a lot from experiencing these different teaching styles.
Exactly. It's like a puzzle, and each professor's style is a piece that contributes to our overall understanding. I guess the key is to stay open-minded, engage actively, and make the most of what each professor has to offer.
The three university students are talking about their professors and the different teaching styles they use to deliver information. They talk about the differences and the advantages and the disadvantages of these teaching approaches. The first topic is about how lessons are structured or engaging. Speaker 2 says Professor Smith's lectures are structured and step-by-step, which is great for keeping track but too rigid. Whereas Speaker 3 says Professor Lopez, a different professor, focuses on interactive learning, which encourages group tasks but sometimes the learning material is not covered. Speaker 1 adds that Professor Liu has a very unpredictable structure when teaching. Then the students go on to talk about different teaching techniques used in the classroom. Speaker 3 mentions that Professor Wu uses debates, which is exciting, and Professor Marion, which Speaker 1 mentions, uses real-world examples to explain complex concepts and theories. They go on to talk about technology as well. Speaker 2 says Professor Patel uses flip learning so students can learn concepts before class, which is effective but takes a lot of pre-class preparation. Whereas Speaker 3 cites Professor Taha as an example of someone who uses technology. She uses online quizzes and virtual labs. Finally, all three speakers agree that a diverse and eclectic teaching approach is needed and there are benefits to this. Speaker 1 says the approach taken by a professor depends on the concepts being introduced. It can be interactive, but it does need to be adapted to each student and structured. Speaker 2 agrees and says diverse methods help prepare them for the real world, learning how to learn effectively. And finally, Speaker 3 concludes by saying each professor, through their own style, is contributing to their understanding as a student, and they need to keep an open mind to make the most of how each professor teaches.
As a master trainer, really I appreciate this answer. Why? Because it is very detailed answer and demonstrating, paraphrasing the main ideas and expanding each speaker's contribution, what speaker wise contribution in detail. And this model answer is exploring the relationship between different points of view while using wide range of expressions and proper lingus, which is ensuring the flow of the response. So, really, this model answer is very good. If we are talking about what the points Pearson will rate, so that I will discuss in our class in detail. I will teach you how the examiner is rating each answer, what answer will stand for the 65 points, 68, 78, 72, 80 points, 85 points, likewise. That we will discuss in our session. But this answer is very good answer.